Move over to the Ameritrade and Scott Trade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Bill's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and that's why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use them myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst study showed the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today, with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you're investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, I probably got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last lap is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time, mostly minimum wage. No, the last lap is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
We keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use them myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I've become a consistent, profitable trader. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%. I'm so grateful that I found you. You and your staff. This year I'm up 60% on my portfolio. I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading. Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading. I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you. Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of the public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you. Gracias a ti.
Because of you, there is St. Jude.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready with a radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
People here in town think I'm making a huge mistake. Some of them, I think, secretly want there to be an attack on the United States so they can blame it on me. Let us be very clear while we're here this evening. We are here this evening because this is an important debate. This is a debate over the Bill of Rights. This is a debate over the Amendment. This is a debate over your right to be left alone. Justice Brandeis said that the right to be left alone is the most cherished of rights. The right to be left alone is the most prized to civilized men. We are not collecting the information of spies. We are not collecting the information of terrorists. We are collecting all American citizens' records all of the time. This is what we fought the revolution over. Blindly give up our freedom? Are we going to so blindly go along and just say, take it? Well, I'm not going to take it anymore. I don't think the American people are going to take it anymore.
But they are, and they will. That's right. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. That was Rand Paul. That was yesterday. And we're talking about Sunday evening. Now he's being looked at as he is now the single person, the one who's going to be responsible for the expiration of the three critical provisions of the Patriot Act. Don't you love that name, the Patriot Act? I mean, what a great idea, that name. Who could vote against that name? I talk about that all the time. Can you imagine you're in Congress, you're a congressman, and I say, okay, raise your hand if you're against the Patriot Act. Who would raise their hand? Nobody would. This is crazy. They're arguing about the Bulk Data Act. That's where they're gathering all the phone information. Now, it's used by the FBI. Used last year about 200 times. So I don't like the idea of somebody even going and looking at my phone number, see what other phone numbers. No, I don't like that. They say, well, it's not harmful, Phil, because they just look at your phone number and they want to know who you called, and then they go and they get a warrant to listen to the conversation. Well, I don't want them doing that. Isn't that what we fought about? Didn't we fight? Didn't we fight that? I mean, I thought that's what the wars were about. I thought what the revolution was about. Wasn't that what the revolution was about? To get out from underneath The English? Then we have, as I say, the lone wolf provision. The lone wolf provision. Now, that provision is known as the Intelligent Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act of 2004. What a name that is. What a mouthful. It used to be Big Brother could only do surveillance on foreign governments, not its people. Well, what did they do? They went to Congress and now they passed a lone wolf provision that says, wait a minute, surveillance, let's expand it. No more is it just we'll spy on the governments. Let's spy on citizens, both here in the U.S. and foreign. Let's spy on the individual. So Congress passed this stupid Lone Wolf Act. Roving wiretaps. Now, these are the three they were talking about last night. The Senate, all the Senate has to agree to pass this to get it activated again. Now, the argument is, well, we haven't had another 9/11, so this stuff should be working. What are you, nuts? What are you, nuts? Roving wiretaps. Now, these are on suspects who frequently discard phones, but these are usually people who are drug dealers. They buy these phone cards and they throw them away. Now they want the wiretaps to allow the FBI to target those suspects. And they want to be able to target the suspect rather than the device they use. So if they discard these phones, they can't dodge surveillance. I mean, all of this to me is just crazy. That's my freedom. You see, here's the problem. I would not mind if they stayed with those three and did it right, but that's not what they do. They get their foot in the door and they keep pushing and they keep pushing. And then it's another, and it's another inch, and another inch, and another inch. That's the problem with government. They're never satisfied. They got to keep going further and further and further. If they would why don't they take the same energy and go after the bankers? Go after the bankers. Why don't you take the bankers and go tap their phones? Go tap J.P. Morgan's phone. Go tap Jamie Dimon and go tap the phone of Blankfein. Go tap them. What a disgusting thing do you remember that we had this 90-day act? I'm sorry. 90 days, Holder, his people, go and see if you can find anything the banks did illegally. I'm going to give you 90 days and we'll see if we prosecute them. And they came back and said they couldn't find anything. Are you nuts? You couldn't find anything on Citigroup, J.P. Morgan Chase, or Barclays? Are you kidding? They paid more than $10 billion in fines. And you can't find anything. You can't find anything in all the rigging of foreign exchange rates. You can't find LIBOR. You can't find anything? Are you kidding me? What are you, nuts? Of course you could, but you don't want to. They don't want to. You know, the best thing right now would be to take that new Attorney General and let's put her to the test. Let's see if she's crooked. Let's see if she's crooked. That's what we should do. Now, these prosecutors under the Department of Justice say they couldn't find anything illegal. Nothing illegal that they did. Wait a minute. These guys engaged in so much wrongdoing, they need to be punished. These individuals should be punished. Never mind the banks. Here's what they do. They take Citigroup and J.P. Morgan and Barclays and the rest of these banks, and they fine them $10 billion, and they don't pay the $10 billion. It's the shareholders who pay the $10 billion. It's the customers who pay the $10 billion. They get away with murder. Nothing happens to them. During the financial meltdown of 2008, the CEOs of these major banks like Jamie Dimon, he in particular, and Goldman Sachs, Lloyd Blankfein, they maintained in statements to the public, to us on TV, they said the TARP. Remember TARP? We don't need TARP. We're in such good good shape. Little did we know. Oh, and remember Geithner came out and said, I'm going to do a stress test, and JP Morgan's in such good shape. I did the stress test. They're in good shape. And so is it Bank of America, so is it Wells Fargo. They're in such good shape. I did the stress test. What did we find out? Well, they're telling we did not need the TARP funds. They were getting secret money from the $7.7 trillion bucket of money that the Fed had for them. So they're lying to us. So isn't that a crime? They're lying to us. They didn't need the TARP funds because their banks were in good shape. They said that to their shareholders. They wrote letters to their shareholders so they were in good shape. But at the same time, they were begging for money from the Federal Reserve. Secret $7.7 trillion. Isn't that a crime? Of course it is. We'll be right back after this break. Phil's gang. Join my gang tonight.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, we'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Luann, and I'm from New York and a very appreciative gang member. Thank you again, Phil. I've been a Phil's gang member for 3 weeks now, and I've learned a lifetime of information, facts, clarity, confidence, and stock trading skills. Thanks again for all your teachings, Phil. Because of you, I'm applying myself and taking my future in my own hands.
To find out more information on Phil's Gang, just go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds in over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB Universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philsgang.com, choose interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebrokers.com.
If you want to generate extra income or basically secure your financial future, you should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the market today. For only $39.95 a month, you'll have complete access to Phil's daily live webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees, just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment knowledge that only Phil Grande can deliver. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Move over to the Ameritrade and Scott Trade. There's a new leader in the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right. Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and that's why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance. into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I've become a consistent, profitable trader. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%. I'm so grateful that I found you. And with here, I'm up 60% on my portfolio. I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading. Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading. I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you. Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Again, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Let's be very clear while we're here. President Obama set this program up. The President Obama who once was against the Patriot Act, the President Obama who once said, you know what, we should have judges write warrants. The President Obama who once believed in the Fourth Amendment is the president now scooping up all your records illegally. And then he feigns concern and says, oh, we need to pass this new bill. He could stop it now. Why won't someone ask the president, why do you continue? Why won't you stop this program now? The president has every ability to do it. We have every ability to keep our nation's and I am protecting the Constitution.
Unbelievable. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. It's unbelievable. Yeah, did you hear? Talking about unbelievable. Why don't they put their... Let's focus on things that are important, like the Patriot Act. Of course that's important. Okay? But we've got to stick together and stop the government from going into our business, putting their nose in our business. I'd rather give up some of the security. I would. I'd rather give up and sacrifice some of the safety to have government stay out of my face. Government can't do anything right. That's the problem. These laws would be terrific if they could do them right. If these people they have at the TSA, if they could do it right. You talk about the TSA, you talk about incompetence. You talk about people can't do a thing right. My God. Put rules in place, make it practical, but they don't. They screw things up. I mean, look what happened. I just found out today that we spent, Homeland Security spent $30,000, wasted $30,000 on Starbucks. They got these special cards, and all this, and we pay for all the Starbucks coffee for everybody at Homeland Security. They go to Starbucks with a card. You and I pay for their coffee. Why are we paying for their coffee? That's what I want to know. We shouldn't be paying for their coffee. Just like they won't go out, our government, our president, they will not go out and arm the Shiites and the Kurds to fight ISIS. Instead, what they do, instead of shipping them the weapons directly, the Kurds, who will fight, and they've proven to be loyal, and they will fight side by side with us, they've proven to be loyal. Instead, Obama sends the weapons to Baghdad. Baghdad's supposed to send them to Kurds, and they don't. We talked about this last week. One general made, $20 million in selling all the weapons that were supposed to go to the Kurds to fight ISIS. He sold them instead to ISIS, our weapons. We just had the Iraq army. They just bolted, and ISIS took over something like 20 of our vehicles, Humvees. I mean, wasted $50 billion, something like that. $50 billion. What a waste. What a waste. The whole war was a waste. It cost us $1.7 trillion. Now that's hard cost. That's not counting soft costs over the next 4 decades, where we got to take care of all the all the benefits that we owe to our soldiers. We do owe them. We should take care of. That's $6 trillion. $6 trillion. Why don't we just go over there and nuke them? That's what we should have done. That's our money. See, the problem with government, they don't care about our money because it's not theirs. It's our money. They spend it very easily. They don't care. It's not our money. I mean, it's not their money. It's not theirs. They could care less. $6 trillion. What do we gain out of it? It's just like stimulus. What the hell did we get out of stimulus? Did you see what's going on? You see the last numbers that came in? The economy sucks. And everybody's lying, saying how the economy is doing so good. Every time we listen to somebody out of Washington, the economy is doing good. But it's not. It's the economy contracted 0.7%. They said the economy was going to be 3%, growth of 3%, but it contracted by 0.7%. But the media won't tell the truth. The media doesn't get it out there. Just think of it. Remember how they told us we were off to the races? We're going to really expand. First, it was, remember the first thing was the stimulus. It was the TARP money, $700 billion in TARP money, the Troubled Asset Relief Program. $700 billion. That was going to take care of everything. And then a few weeks later, they did another $787 in stimulus money. That's called the Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Recovery? I love these names, don't you? The TARP, Troubled Asset Relief Program. The Troubled Asset Relief Program. Did anybody relieve themselves? I don't know. What relief? What did we get? What relief did we get? $700 billion. What has changed? We have a growth of less than 1%. The stimulus. On top of that, so you got to get these straight now. Everybody gets those confused. 700 TARP. That's different from the 787 recovery. The stimulus. You have TARP and stimulus. Those are different. 700 billion, 787. What did they do? Nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing worked. So after that, they didn't put, on top of that, it didn't work, so they put in another $7 trillion. They lied to us. They were giving the banks $7 trillion because nothing was working. But we didn't hear about the $7 trillion. The Congress kept it secret. So we had this great contraction of 0.7%. Our corporate profits for the last quarter, 2014, sank 1.4%. And then this quarter of 2015, January, February, March, we sank even further, 5.9%, $125 billion for the first quarter. What the heck? So somebody answer this to me. Please answer this. If we put up 787 for stimulus money, 700 billion for $7 trillion to the banks, how the hell could it be that our economy contracted 4%, then contracted another 5.9%? How could that be? What's going on here? Where's the money? What are you, nuts? This is crazy. We'll be right back after this break. Take a look at some stocks when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GAME. It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, I've only got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 37,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh designed to you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
We keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com. Obama can't let the stock market go down. You lied about Benghazi. You lied about the AP. You lied about the IRS. You lied. Stop coming out here as a salesman. What it's about is personal responsibility and education. Go to any supermarket, go to any store. My God, they got people that are 90 years old pushing out the cart. The last time I was in a supermarket, I took the old man, I put him in the cart. And I wheeled him to my car with the groceries. What have we gotten for stimulus? Trillions of dollars of stimulus. What have we gotten for $3 trillion into the stock market? Lie to everybody, say we're doing that great job. It also tells you, go home. Your job locked. I don't blame you taking a vacation, but stay home and rent some video. So I care about your financial stability and making money in the stock market. For the rest of business news, social, and financial talk, join me, Phil Grande at Phil's Gang Show, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Listen live at philsgang.com.
Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today, with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have debt and emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy. They look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use them myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let's go take a look at the stock market.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video. Go to philsgang.com. Click on the video channel graphic and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Okay, I said go to philsgang.com. See this live right now. If you have in front of your computer at your work or your office, or if you have a mobile device, go to philsgang.com, click on Watch Live, and you can see this. It's also archived too tonight. But this is important. I want to show you something. Well, you haven't got to know anything about a company, and you don't need to know anything about the company, because today with stock buybacks, stocks keep going up 30% a year, even though the companies don't sell a thing more. If a company is selling $10,000 worth of goods every month, but their stock keeps going up, how could that be? If every month they're the same, they sell the same amount, they don't increase their sales, but yet every month their stock price goes up. How the hell does that happen? Because they buy their own shares. We talked about that last week. And the stock up, so the stock keeps expanding and expanding and expanding, where now stocks are 30% overvalued. That's okay. We're going to find religion and not go with it? Of course we're going to buy these things, because we're also going to know when they're going to collapse. See, that's the thing. Most of you don't know when to get out. That's the problem. So look at Caterpillar. Great example. Now, if you look at my chart, and you can see where it was red, Caterpillar. Caterpillar was red at $78, and it kept going up, was red at 79, kept going up, 80, was red, finally turned green at $81. So let's say your broker told you to get in this. You would have known not to get in while it's red. Because why? Because you don't have enough money coming in from the institutions that control that stock, like J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs. As soon as it turns green, it's telling you J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all those companies who control most of Caterpillar, they're buying more of that stock. That's what you need to know. So you could have bought that at $80, at $81, as soon as it turned green. So you can see it. So it went from $81 up to around $89. And then it started to turn red, told you to get out at 87. So that means on Caterpillar alone, you would have had a 9% return on your money from April to May. 9%. But here's the key. You would have known to get out when it turned red. Or better yet, do what we do, short it so you make money on the way down when it is dropping by 3%. Now tell me, who else does that for you? See, this is the technology we have today. That's what you want to do. You learn how to do that. It's simple. Join my gang. It's $49.95 a month to become a gang member. Learn off of my chart. Follow my chart. You don't even have to lease a chart. Not in the beginning. So every stock that I look at, we put up, and you can follow it. Now, let's say you got in, and like you said, that was 9%. Let's say you got in, and you got 5% out of it. You got in later, or 4% out of it. That's a pretty good return compared to what you're getting now. Now, that's Caterpillar. But the key is you never have to worry again about the stock going down. And stop listening to these stupid commercials. I thought we had a commercial here, Mr. Producer. Remember when they tell you, oh, never worry about your stock prices going down. You always make money when it goes up. But you never lose money on the way down. I was listening to that this weekend. It drives me nuts. What a fraud that is. But we're not going to get into that. But anyways, let's get back to, and again, most people say, I don't have time to do this. How hard is that to look? And when I put the stock up, and I'll tell you the one that's going to turn green, you just follow the colors. Try one, see if it works. Okay. We're talking again about why is our economy doing so bad? Why do you have part-time jobs? What is going on? You go home, you don't have enough money, you can't put enough money away. You want to go out to dinner, you can't. And two of you are working. Sometimes you're working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Why is that? What the hell is going on? How should you be working 2, 3 jobs, or not be able to go to dinner, or not be able to buy your kids the sneakers that you want, when we got $700 billion in TARP money, $787 in stimulus money, and then another $7 trillion for the banks? How could this be? Because they stole the money. They put the money in the wrong places. They never put the money to help us. They never put the money to help us in the right spots. See, the real drag is the large public companies. They have cut their investing. They don't invest in their companies anymore. They've taken 50% of their profits to buy their shares back. They don't invest in the problem. That's why you're not doing well. And more small businesses, 5 to 20 employees, are closing. More closing than starting. American entrepreneurs are starting fewer and fewer businesses. And more are closing. Why? 65,000 pages of regulations. And banks have been ordered not to loan to small businesses on Main Street. There's our problem. There's our problem. So all of this money, it was wasted. It was designed to take the $7 trillion to pump into the banks, to pump into the auto industry in order to stabilize their balance sheets. But no money went to Main Street. And that's where 80% of the hiring comes from. That's where you get your full-time job. That's why you got a sucky part-time job, because nobody's putting the money into Main Street businesses. You see? Biden. I never forget what Biden said when they did the 787 stimulus, the Recovery and Reinvestment Act. I never forget. Biden said it would, quote, literally drop kick us out of the recession. What a lie. To boost employment and economic output through grants, loans, and tax breaks. That's what he said. They said it created and saved more than 2 million jobs. But the problem with that, there is no metric system to measure how to save jobs. Nobody's figured that out. How do you count the jobs saved? That was a pretty clever plan. The stimulus was supposed to work like this. A flood of money in tax cuts, food stamps, and extend the weeks a person can receive unemployment, to go from like 27 weeks up to like 37 or 40 weeks. And Pelosi said for every dollar that a person spends on unemployment, the economy gets back $1.50. What a bunch of nonsense that is. The $787 billion stimulus money would go to the states to help their budgets, they said, and tie teachers to pay, and tying their teachers' pay to student performance. Remember that? Or lifting the caps on charter schools. Then the shovel-ready jobs, they said. They would kick in more. They would kick in more than 41,000 miles of road would be paved. They'd widen the roads, improve the roads. 600,000 low-income homes would be weatherized. More than 3,000 rural schools would be connected to high-speed internet. None of it ever happened. Remember that? 90% of low-income homes weatherized, they said. But here's what they didn't tell us. Those 90% of low-income homes that would be weatherized, they never got the money. You know why? Because they would need a historic preservation review that would take years. Take years. It was a complete failure, like their shovel-ready jobs. They knew when they were going to fix these bridges. Remember they said they were going to pave roads and fix bridges? It took 2 years, 2 to 3 years to get a permit to paint a bridge. If you went to fix a bridge, structurally touch it, fix it, it took 5 years to get a permit. These dopes in the White House, when they said we're going to have these shovel-ready jobs, they had no idea of the permitting process. The EPA on bridges were brutal. You ever go by a bridge and they have all that plastic stuff around on the ground? Ever see all that plastic stuff near a creek, like it's going to stop something going down in front of the creek? Are you kidding me? Isn't that stupid, that plastic stuff? So stupid. But that was to create a job for somebody. That was just for somebody that wasn't very bright. You just use a stapler and you tell them how to take the plastic, you put it to a stick and hit it with a stapler. They probably had a government school, how to teach them to staple the plastic to the stick school. Must be something like that. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 8700-GANG. Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of the public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
It's clear the real undisputed and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
You know, Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. A lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes. But now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profits. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Traders Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Dennis Hastert. Nobody's talking about the real story here. And we're running out of time, so I want to go through this. Listen to this.
This is not one of these cases where the government is still investigating. They've done their investigating. They've made their case. A couple of things to keep in mind. Number one, the government doesn't claim that Mr. Hastert's payment of this money was illegal. And he's not charged with this whatever happened 30 years ago. That is anything the federal government could bring a charge on. And two, it's well beyond the statute of limitations in the state. What the federal government says is the violation here is that once the bank said, what are you doing with all this money? He started reducing the payments to come just under the reporting threshold, thereby helping the banks evade the credit reporting requirements. And secondly, when the FBI came knocking on his door, he said he wasn't paying the money to anybody. He was keeping it for himself. That's what the federal crime is.
That's right. The crime is he lied. Now, way that he sexually abused, okay, that's over with. They're going after him for lying to the feds. Think about this. Nobody's reporting this. He yanked out over $1.7 million. What, did he pay this kid $1.7 million? Of course not. He paid a lot of kids. Here's what nobody's reporting. The Speaker of the House wasn't paying just one kid. Remember, not only was he a wrestling coach, where he sexually abused this one kid, but he was a leader in the Boy Scouts for 16 years. For 16 years. He had other complaints of touching young boys in a pup tent. While doing these overnight camping trips. So see, when all of a sudden, when he left Congress, here's the story. He became very, very wealthy as a lobbyist. His kids started to figure out, now they're adults, I'm going to nail this guy for getting me in a pup tent. And that's what he did. So all these kids went after him. So, I mean, I couldn't believe it. Nobody's asking anybody on TV, well, wait a minute, 1.7 million, that go to one kid? That go to just this one kid? The wrestler? No. But here's what really gets me with this. Listen to Gates. Now, he's the president of the Boy Scouts. And remember, in 2013, the guy that was pushing to let gay youths go and participate in the Boy Scout was Hassard. He was pushing that. Now, he left in 2007 Congress. It became a law in 2013 that gay boys can go to the Boy Scouts. But he was also pushing for more adults, scout leader adults like himself. And now Gates is pushing for more gay adults to join the Scouts and be leaders. Are you kidding? They said if they ever crack down on the gay Scout leaders, over a third of the people who work for the Scouts would have to leave. And now Gates is asking for more? He wants more?
We must deal with the world as it is, not as we might wish it would be.
Why? What do you mean? Look, if the liberals, why do the liberals want to change the Boy Scouts? They now want more gay, and worse, they want gay adults to be the Scout leaders. Okay, why don't you just have your own Scouts? Start a gay Scout program. Why did the liberals have to change and force the Boy Scouts of America to change? Girls can't join the Boy Scouts. So why don't they have their own gay Scout organization? That's what they should do. Who's got the right to go in and change this organization? It's unbelievable. And now this guy Gates, who was the Secretary of Defense for Obama, who gets paid $1.6 million. $1.6 million. And the big thing for him right now is try to get more adults into the Scouts to be leaders. He wants gay adults. Why would you put that temptation? See, this is what I don't get. Why does he want to put this temptation in front of these guys? Hey, come into the Boy Scouts, be a leader, and go into the tent. And there's 5 kids in there. Why would that? Makes no sense. What Gates is talking about. This is stupid. Why have a constant temptation in front of these Scout leaders? What the hell's going on with these liberals? Makes no sense to me. But the story, you notice nobody is talking about the story. Hassard, the 1.7 million went to shut up a lot of kids. And a lot of the kids weren't just in the wrestling team, but they were in the different Scout groups that he was the Scout leader of. That's just incredible, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. The liberals got to change. Always change things. Leave it alone. If I want to change something, I want to see the new head of the the Department of Justice. What's her name? Lynch. Yeah, I want to see her start going after these bankers, and finally put these bankers in jail. That's what we need. This was ridiculous. Not one banker went to jail. I want to see if she has any guts. That's what I want to see. But I don't think you'll ever see it. I want to see. I want him to demand a hearing. Demand a hearing with these bank executives. Have them answer questions. Demand the politicians to return all their political contributions. If I was her, I would say, let's get all these politicians, all the congressmen, and if you got money, I want you to return that money. I want you to return all your contribution to these banks if you got paid off. Pressure the politicians. Pressure them. And again, let's take the $13 billion, and remember, they got $7 trillion in money that did not go to Main Street, did not go to small businesses, went to the bankers, and they made $13 billion in ill-gotten profits. Why don't they claw that back? I want to see her claw that back. Claw it back. Where's this fairness? It's not going to happen, is it? So what are we going to do? Well, we're not going to change the provision. We're not going to change the bulk data provision. We're not going to change the roving wiretap provision. We can't take back Humvees, $50 million of the Humvees they stole from us. We can't give back the lives of the 4,488 service personnel that were killed. We can't give the limbs and the arms and the feet and all those injuries. 32,000 troops lost some limb. We can't get that limb back to them. We can't make right the 134,000 civilians killed over there. We can't make that right. What was this all for? Do you really think this was for freedom? Do you think this was really for freedom? That 150 reporters got killed was for freedom? Are you kidding? The 1.7 trillion that we spent that for freedom. That's $1,000 per second we spend for freedom. Are you kidding? It cost to deploy one military member $350,000 just for one. Just for one. That was for freedom. That was for freedom. We did that for freedom. They're going to come over here. Remember, they're going to come over in your backyard July 4th when you're barbecuing, and they're going to attack you. It's all about fear. It's like the market. The market has never been in such good shape, and you got more people running from the market than you ever had. You got more people going to bonds and running from stocks than you ever had. More. Ridiculous. And with today's technology, all I can assure you, if you're going to buy one of the Dow 30 stocks, whether it's Caterpillar or 3M or IBM, you will know when to buy it and when not to buy it. You will know when money's coming out. All you have to do is get educated. You just got to learn how the system works. The chart's simple. It's very simple to use. Just try it for 30 days. Join my gang. Follow me for 30 days, and the whole world's going to open to you. And all I ask, when you start making money, you donate to St. Jude. This is what we've been doing for 15 years. Help us, we'll help you. We'll reach out to you, you reach back to St. Jude.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.